Hello everybody, welcome to the tutorial of the famous song from Billy Joel, Just the Way You Are, which you will find some details in the description. So I have modified the original key of D for G. But naturally, once you have grasped the harmonies that I'm going to show you, and if you have a digital piano, do not hesitate to use your transpose or transposition, depending on the model you have, to adjust your voice in the keys that suits you. They are also made for that. Your manual will tell you how to do it, but it's always very simple. So of course, as usual on my channel, you will find another video under the tutor guide, the whole song, to help you with the general understanding. So we're in the key of G. I'm talking always in the natural scale and in degrees. So from G to G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 and root. Okay, so we have just only one alteration. This is a G flat of F sharp. Okay, so it will be an easy key. Also we are going to make this tutorial like the guide with the sound of the piano, but if you have a Fender or Rhodes Mark V, or that's the ideal, but if you have a sound of electric piano like this, you see it will be so beautiful. Okay, and then don't go changing to try and please me. So beautiful song, but for the detail of the tutorials we are looking for the sound of the piano. But if you have on your keyboard a sound of electric piano, you can make this choice. It's a really good choice because this song is really seems on the sound with the chord of the song of the 10cc. You remember, and then I think you can apply this electric piano. So let's go to the action. For the introduction, we're on G. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So G, G with your left hand, G, the fifth, and the root again, root, fifth. C on the scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So G, D, G, and then we stay with your left hand on the G, but we are playing a C minor 6, just the reverse. Say how to play a C minor 6. The root, 3 semitone above, it's a third minor, the fifth and the sixth, and the root on the top. It's just only the reverse. So we have E flat, G, A, and C. So, okay, like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then C, E, B, D. Okay. Again. And then you have different choice. You can play again C, E, B, D, and then B, A, and then we start to sing. Or you can do that. Is that the choice I've done? Because it will be really easy. You can just put your finger inside G, A, C, E, sorry, D, C, B, A, and then we start like this. And then we start to sing. So again from the start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, G, 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 D, G. C minor 6. Okay, E flat, G, A, C. Second part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, sorry, I forget. So again, I'm starting again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, second part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, but and then you start to sing. Okay, so I didn't have to make you the difference between the major 7. Let me give you a trick to make the difference between the major 7 and the 7. We need it on all the songs, and that's a trick very interesting. From the G to G, a semitone below you will find the major 7, and semitone below the major 7 you will find the 7. Why? Because from the 5th, the just 5th, 3 semitone above the 3rd minor dominant, and 4 semitone above is the 3rd major. So G major 7, G7, you see? Major 7, 7. So, and of course you can reverse all the notes, but I mean, it will be not a trick if it doesn't work on all the keys, of course. It works on the other keys. So, again from the start and the introduction, G, and then C minor 6. We stay on G with our left hand, okay? Second part. And then again. And the last one, the fourth. And then we start. G, don't go. So we're just playing the triad of the G, root, third, fifth. Of course you can play here. Well, it's up to you. Yeah, that's a lot of options, and you decide. It will be up to you. So G, B, D. Okay, don't go. So another option, you can ring like this with the second. That's also the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Major 7, root 9. The A. We say 9 because it's an extension, but it's also the second, okay? So you can do that. Or you just can play just the triad like this with 3 notes. Don't go changing. So E minor 6. Also you can play like this, like that, okay? I mean, you can use the reverse, you see. So let's see first the E minor 6. Scale of E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7, root. Root, 7 minor, 3 semitone above the root, the 5th and the 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we have E, G, B, and D flat. So, but you can play the root on the top. Okay. So like this. Don't go changing. Of course, you play the root, the E, with your left hand. And then I carry on. We are going to play in ballad, just only on ballad, okay? C major 7, root 3rd, 5th, major 7 on the scale of C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7, root. Root 3rd, 5th, major 7. You remember, semitone below the root, that's the major 7. So it's only a reverse. The first reverse, the root is coming on the top, the second, the third on the top, the second, the third, that the 5th on the top, and then we go back to the root position but higher, okay? Root, 1, 2, 3, and root again, okay? So we're going to use the second one. We have G, B, C, and E, okay? Again from the start. Don't go changing to try C major 7 to please me. So E minor, just the triad, root 7 minor, 5th, we have E, G, B. So please me, and G7, please me. Root 3rd, 5th, 7. You remember, semitone below the major 7 and semitone below the root, okay? So we have G, B, D, F. And then iron chain, C major 7 again, you never. G, C major 7, B, C, E, you never let me down. C minor 7, root 3rd, 5th, 7, 7 minor, 5th, and the 7. I keep the 5th in place, the 7 in play, the root and the 3rd minor on the top, C and E flat. Okay, will be a reverse, very interesting because it's so easy to play from the D major 7 to keep the root, you see, okay, to the C minor 7 before, and we resolve, you see, with the G. You can make that some options, you can do that, okay? And then now that's the transition. So D minor 7. So scale of D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root. Root 7 minor, 3 semitone above the root, the 5th and the 7. You remember, semitone below the major 7 and the root. Okay, we have D, F, A, C. You see, in this reduction it's really easy. you just to have to avoid this one and to play instead of C the B, because you see that the G7, we play the root with your left hand, that the third major on the top, the fifth and the 7, okay, like this, from the D minor 7 to G7 and then C major 7, we fall on C major 7, we're landing, okay, so again, and so you say okay, okay, you see, okay, you see in G, in scale of G, it's really easy. So again from the start, don't go changing E minor 6, C major 7 to try to please me, E minor G 7, C major 7, you never let me down, C minor 7 before G, so I now transition, D minor 7, G7, C major 7, okay, don't imagine, and then C minor 7, imagine, again, say G, B flat, C, E flat, and then again G, you're too, you can do some fancy like this if you want, you're too familiar, and then we play E minor 7, scale of E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root, 7 minor, 5th and 7, so we have E, G, B and D. A minor 7, you see it's really easy to go to E minor 7 to A minor 7, the reverse. Scale of A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root 1 minor, 5th, 3rd minor, 5th and 7. It's the same thing, it's just a reverse. The root is coming in the top on the first reverse. We're going to use the second reverse. We have a third one and we go back to the root position of A minor 7. See? We're going to use this one. E, G, A and C. Okay? Again from don't imagine. You're too familiar. E minor 7, A minor 7, and I don't see you. Why it's interesting to use this one? Because we are passing from the A minor 7 to A7. We have just to change the third minor on the third major, you see, for the D to C to C sharp. Okay? And don't you see you anymore? D4 7, and we resolve with the third major anymore. Okay, so scale of D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th and the 7. So D, G, A, C, and we resolve so as to what? To resolution of third minor or third major. In this case, it will be a third major. You see, so from D, G, A, C to D, G flat, A, C, okay? Okay? And then you start to sing on the G because we're at the end of the first verse, but for the second verse, like this. Don't imagine you're too familiar, A minor 7, E minor 7, A minor 7, and I don't see you, A7 anymore. You see, you start to sing the I when you are again on the D7. Okay, G7, second verse. It will be same chord. I would now leave you like this or like that. E minor 6, C major 7 in times of trouble. E minor, G7. Okay. We never, C major 7, could C minor 7 from this far. G, the transition, D minor 7, G7 and C major 7. I took the good time. C minor 7, G again. I take the bad times. E minor 7, A minor 7. I take you what that it changed. We didn't play now the octave because the melodies changed. I take you just, we go directly on the D4, third, 7, just the way you, and on the you are, we play again the introduction, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, pam, 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 sorry, and then we start on, we go on the third verse. Okay, I'm playing for you just the second verse and with the transition on the end of the second verse. In the two times, I take the bad time, I take you just the way you are. Third verse, same chord, G, trying, so you play like this, like that, or like this, it's up to you, okay? Trying, C major 7, some new fashion, okay? E minor, fashion, G7, C major 7, don't change the color, C minor 7 of your hair, G. Okay, the transition, D minor 7, G7, C major 7, your whole was high, C minor 7, G, unspoken passion, E minor 7, A minor 7, although I might, from A minor 7 to third major to A7, okay? I might not seem to care, D4, 7, same thing, you start to sing on the G, to care, you see, you start to sing and then you're landing on the G, don't want clever, okay, E minor 6, so now, conversation. So on com, C major 7, verse C, E minor, G7, C major 7, I never want, C minor 7, to walk that hard, G, transition, D minor 7, G7, C major 7, I just want, and now this change. Instead of C minor 7, we play C minor 6, like the introduction, but lower. Okay? The third minor, the fifth, the sixth, and the root on the top. Okay? The same chord, but here. I just want someone that I can G talk to with, and now with the triad, you can add the 7 with the D. Talk to, sorry. A minor 7, I want you just, D4, 7, the way, just the way, okay, on the D, on the third major, you are, and then you play again the introduction, pom, 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 pom. So, sorry, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then now we jump and then we jump on the bridge. Okay, at the end, and then I need C major 7. I need to know, we're on scale of G. Okay, I need to know that you will always be. Okay, so now C major 7. I need to know D7. So if you want to go like this, like that, like this, you play what you want. You use the reverse, you see. It's up to you. But in the root position, root, third, fifth, 7 on the scale of D. Okay? So we have D, G flat, A, and C. again. I need to know that you will always be. So B minor 7, scale of B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root. Root, third minor, fifth and 7. I suggest to play, keep the root, the third minor, the fifth on the bottom, and the 7 on the bottom, the A, okay? It always, it's exactly the same chords, but it's just on the reverse. So G flat, A, B, and D. Because it will be really easy to go from the B flat minor, B minor 7 to E7. You see, bam, bam. You see, you just move these two notes, okay? On E7. So did we see the scale of E1? Root, third, fifth, third major, the fifth, and the 7. We have E, A flat, B, and D. Okay? On E7. So again, from the start of the bridge, I need to know, C major 7, no, D7, that you will always, B minor 7, always be, okay, E7. So another option, you can do that, bum, 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 play with intervals, okay, with like this, and you follow, you see, you follow the intervals on the scales. I mean, with the E and the A flat, the G flat with the A, with the G flat, and A flat with the B, or you see, just with one note, and then you're landing on. That's a transition, or you do nothing. I mean, like this. I need to know that you always be. This way, or nothing. You always be, and then you carry on the same A minor 7. Okay, that's simply E, G, A, C. The same old someone, D7 again, that I knew. So same thing. If you want to make something like this, you can, of course, but we'll see that later. Okay, but you can just start to sing the O on the G. Then you play E flat, scale of E flat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, major 7 root, just a triad, root third, fifth, E flat, G, and B flat. You just put it's only you see reverse of E flat. That's the first reverse. The root is coming on the top. So we have G, B flat, and the E flat. Okay, and we play root, of course. So from this transition, the same old someone that I knew. You can do that like this with a 9 if you want. Oh, what will it take? F, okay, scale of F. Roots at fifth, just a triad. F, A, C. You can make some fancy with the second also to the 9 like this, okay? If you want, it's an option. What will it take till you believe? D minor 7, D, F, A, and C. In me. Same thing. You can make some fancy like this on triad with the G, B, A, C, B flat, D flat, and B, D, and then you see you're landing. But it's some fancy. It's if you want to appropriate the song. I mean, it's another way. But you can do nothing also like this. Oh, what will it take till you believe in me? Like this, and then you landing on the C minor 7. The ways that I, F again, believe in you. D D4/7, you resolve on with the third major on the D7, and then you start to sing on the fourth verse. I said, you see, when you are in the D7, I said, okay, on the said, you play the G. Okay, said I love you, E minor 6, C major 7, that's forever, E minor 7, forever, G7, C major 7, and this I promise. That's always the same chords. You see, C minor 7 from the heart, G, and then we have the transition, D minor 7, G7, C major 7. Okay. Okay. So I could not love you, C minor 6, G, any better, E minor 7, okay, A minor 7, I love you just, D4, the way D7 you are. So two options, you can play with intervals to make the junction join the fifth. I don't clever. Me, I love that. I've done that on the guide. But if you don't agree, if you don't like, because it doesn't exist on the real score, but it's my touch. Okay, or not. I mean, like this. Well, under the way you are, I don't want clever. Okay, you just you didn't make the transition. You stay on the G and I don't want clever. Okay, and you attack the last verse. It will be exactly the same of the fourth. It will be exactly the same thing, but with a little bit different at the end, and we are going to make a stop on the second line. So I can love you any better. I love you just the way you are. I don't want clever. I prefer that, but if you want to stay on the G, you stay on the G. Okay, it's up to you. Clever, E minor 6, C major 7, conversate, E minor, G7, C major 7 again. I never want, C minor 7, to walk that hard, G. Okay, and then D minor 7, G7, and C major 7. Okay, and then now you stop on the C major 7. I just want someone. Okay, you just play the chord like this. G, that I can talk to. E minor 7, A minor 7, I want you just, D4/7 the way, and then now you take your blow, your brace, and then and then the end. So we are looking in details, okay? So from the start of the last verse, okay? I don't want clever conversation. I never want to work that out. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I just want someone. C minor 6, G, that I can talk to. E minor 7, A minor 7. I want you just the way you. E flat on the root position. E flat, G, B. On root set fifth, just the triad. Then we go down to the D minor 7, and now on G. We're on the scale on the E flat. Now. So it's normal, we're going to use the E flat. Okay, so again, F, D minor 7, and then on the G, so G, G7 with the sharp 5 and the fifth. Okay, okay, and then C minor, we're landing on the C minor 7, D4 7, and the end. I suggest a G root third fifth, the major 7 and the 9. G major 7 9. Okay, 8 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 major 7 root 9. Okay. So you can play the third, the fifth, the major 7 and the 9 like this. It's like a B flat 7, okay, but with a root on the G. Okay. Well, it's up to you. Okay, we have B, D, G flat, and A. So again from the last verse. Okay. I don't want clever conversation. I never want to without I just want someone that I can talk to. I want you just the way you are. So I think you have all the tools for to make so beautiful song. You have all the details of the chords, but it's a simplified version, of course, and it's mine. But in the key. But if this key doesn't suit you, you can change with your transposition, and of course we play exactly the same chord, but you change the level of the more higher or more lower with your voice. It will be very interesting. And this is really easy key. And this song will be inside a playlist that I'm calling Standards, of course. And if you have the curiosity to explore all the content on my channel, you will discovering maybe a lot of playlists and my passion for the bossa nova. I'm thinking about to play this song in bossa nova like this. I say I love you, you see, that's forever, and this I promise from the heart. One more, I couldn't love you any better. I love you just the way you are. Just I was thinking to play like something like this, but well, I played just this for beginners, and as it's only for enjoy. And in ballad will be so beautiful, especially if you have roads like this, so beautiful. I don't go changing to try and please me. You never let me down before. Don't imagine you're too familiar, and I don't see you anymore. Okay, but we can change because it's better to use higher notes because it's more interesting, you see. It's more like crystal. So well, But also, if you have the curiosity to explore my channel, you're discovering also my passion for Michel Legrand, and check it out the key transpose, because sometimes I can sing. It's always the same equation to give you a really easy key, and not like very hard keys like F sharp or B. Are so hard keys, and for the beginners, so it's a compromise. So I think you have understand. If you have unusual on my channel, thank you very much for the sharing of our passion, and for your fidelity, and I hope to see you again on my channel, and enjoy that the words always enjoy. It is only enjoy. Thank you very much. Bye bye, see you again.